IGN-Rewind Theater is brought to you by...
What's up, everybody? We're about to jump right into the Godzilla trailer. I'm Jared Petty, and I'm here with...
Megan Sullivan. What's up, guys?
And we're here looking at this. This is the Asian Godzilla trailer, the third trailer we've looked at here on IGN. You may notice that Damon Hatfield's not here. That's because, Megan?
He doesn't want the movie any more spoiled for him. He's super excited, but hey, guess what? I am probably the second biggest Godzilla fan in the office. Little known fact about me, so I am stoked.
Yeah, we're really excited about this. And the fact is that this trailer does show a lot of monster, a lot more monster than we've seen before. So if you don't want to see any Godzilla, now's the time to stop. Let's move right ahead. What do we have going on here? What do we have?
They're in some sort of what looks like a research facility.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, this at first we thought this might be a nuclear power plant, but it almost looks like some kind of research area. This doesn't seem like some kind of a nuclear containment area.
It doesn't look like Homer works there.
No, it does not look like Homer worked there. And not only that, but ew, what do we have here, Megan?
Goo.
Goo, and that's never a good thing. Something biological laying around. Now, we're not sure if these soldiers are actually inside the same facility or if this is a shot from a different part of the movie. If you look in the background, you can actually see some organic things, so this may be just a kind of a jump cut here in the preview. But moving on, we look and, who do we have here?
Ken Watanabe, one of Japan's finest actors. Big fan of his.
You've been a fan of his since what film?
Actually, it was a taiga drama out of Japan called Hojo Tokimune, and it was a AAA cast from Japan, but Ken Watanabe blew everyone else off the screen. So I've been a fan of his for like 13, 14 years now at least.
He's a really amazing actor.
Yes, and you would know him from The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise.
Yeah, as well as a host of Japanese language films. So, Watanabe's looking, and whoa, finally, we're seeing something right away here. This trailer does not hold back. Now, if we look around here on the ground, we see that, and we're going to back up here just a few frames, some of these folks have little suitcases in their hands, what appear to maybe be radiation or protective suits. Those could be Geiger counters or sensors of some kind.
If you look in the far right corner, you can still see that they're wearing those masks as well.
Yeah, I'm not even completely sure these are the same personnel because I don't see a lot of firearms, but yeah, they've got the protective masks, and here we've got some sort of thing cabled up. When I first saw this, I thought it was Godzilla's neck, but I don't think that's the case because of what we're going to see in this next shot. Let's move very carefully ahead. We move up, and Brian,
Walt!
Yep, Walt's there. Bryan Cranston here. We move on, and whoa, okay. There we go. We see it from a different angle, and here we have, what does that look like to you, Megan?
I have no idea, to be honest. It looks dangerous, that's for sure.
That's right. This is, we think, one of the MUTOs, which we've heard about from extra trailer sources, and which we've seen depicted in a few places. This strange glow seems to be a characteristic of one of them.
I definitely don't think it's Godzilla, though.
No, that's not Godzilla. We think this is probably one of the multiple other monsters we're expecting in this movie. Now, if we back up, we're going to see something interesting here. I want to go back just a little bit here to Watanabe when we first see him. Back up a little farther here, and we're going to look at, okay, you see him in this control room here. Now, at first I thought this might be like a nuclear power plant because we know there's a nuclear disaster, but we got the bald guy behind him there, and he looks really upset. Now we move forward just a little bit, and look here on the...
There he is again.
Yep, leaning forward on the rail, looking very upset. Same guy behind him. So I think we've got Ken Watanabe involved in whatever it is that's awakening or creating these monsters, and he doesn't seem happy about it at all.
Not at all.
All right, we move on just a little bit here. Let's let it play for a little while. Oh, electricity. It appears that humanity has awakened something. Now, that would be consistent with most themes of Godzilla movies, right, Megan?
It would be. From the very beginning, it was always about waking something up that shouldn't probably be disturbed.
That's right. And no, so we've seen some of these shots of MUTOs before. There's the leg. We got some power going out, all kinds of fun like that. But this is important. I like this a lot. We know that there was going to be a disaster in Japan from previous clips. And we know that Las Vegas gets destroyed from previous clips. But here we have a television in a Las Vegas casino. What's it depicting there on the screen, Megan?
Well, it says Japan hit by 6.3 earthquakes. But you have this blurry image here, right? Like the smoke, the fire.
Yep. And
something
we cut
huge
ahead,
is going around.
Something really big, and then kaboom! So, both places attacked at the same time.
Coincidence? Maybe not.
Probably indicative of multiple monsters or something that can move very quickly. So we've learned a lot right here. It appears that there's more than one threat to the Earth. Maybe one of these is MUTO and one's Godzilla. Maybe it's two MUTOs. Maybe it's some kind of teleporting thing. who knows?
Who knows? Let's keep going.
All right, we move forward into the trailer, a little ways up, and we've already seen this footage of Vegas destroyed. Oh, there he is again.
Let's go back. Now, first of all, most people when they first saw this thought this was Rodan.
Right.
I thought it was Rodan, and I freaked out. I was like, oh my God, this is going to be the greatest thing ever. But this could also still be the MUTO, correct?
Yeah, we think this is a MUTO, and the reason for that, looky here, we get a much better look at him flying by, and that doesn't appear to be traditional Rodan coloration. So I think what we've got here, Megan, what's it look like to you?
It does kind of look like Rodan. I know it's not, but when I heard about the MUTO, I thought there's supposed to be some sort of spider creature. That doesn't look like a spider to me.
No, it doesn't. It's very evocative of Rodan in the profile, if nothing else. So maybe that's a bit of fan service, or maybe they snuck him in. Who knows? Now, let's move on. Oh, there's Watanabe-san again. And there it is.
There you go.
The Bigfoot. There's only one foot one creature that bears a foot like that. Who would that be?
Only one. It's Godzilla.
Yep, and he's stepping, we can tell from the tail of the airplane here, on an airport someplace. So we move ahead a little bit. We see Godzilla's feet. We see a little more of him.
Which is a very classic shot of Godzilla.
Oh, and look there. There's his claw. We're moving up the body. Very classic shot. And finally, we cut away. Oh. There he is coming out of the mist. Red lanterns. And
it definitely looks like he's in Japan at that point.
Yeah, although we're going to see something a little later on here that makes me wonder. I thought so too, but maybe not. Watch what happens here just a little bit. It depends on the way. And there's Godzilla. What do you think of the way he looks, Megan?
He's definitely better looking than Zilla. I'm still kind of a fan of the rubber suit Godzilla. I got to be honest. Godzilla 1985 is still the best looking Godzilla to me, but that's just my opinion.
Why do you like him the most?
I don't know. There's something about his proportions that worked.
All right. We move on a little bit. Find out this year. We cut ahead. Oh, there we are. We know San Francisco gets destroyed. There's the Golden Gate Bridge.
Could I be wrong? Was that actually a shot of Chinatown, you think?
That's what we're going to look at here at the very end of the film.
Right.
I think it's entirely possible that it is. We've seen the waves crashing in. Evil is awakened. Here's guys jumping down. A lot of footage we've seen before. And looky there, right through the window of the bus, we get another shot at Godzilla here in San Francisco, causing chaos. And watch, he's going to take the bridge out right here. That's the end of the Golden Gate Bridge. He's going through it. Ooh.
And, of course, another classic Godzilla shot is a train is being attacked, which is almost in every single...
Yeah, that has to happen. I think that's a real...
that's obligatory.
And there's a young boy sliding down to the bottom. He's going to get saved. We're doing some kind of diving attack. Now, looky here, a different monster.
Oh, yeah.
Now, we saw Godzilla at the airport earlier. Here's a different spider-like monster at the airport. This is probably one of the MUTOs. He looks like he has wings folded on his back, and this is the one I wonder if we've been thinking is Rodan. We see the heavy machine gun firing down on him here, but that's the airport we saw earlier, I'm pretty sure.
It's hard to tell. The head, like this portion up here, looks a little different to me, but it's dark, so you can't really tell. So it'd be interesting to see if we just have multiple monsters running around and Godzilla has to take care of all of them.
I certainly hope that's what happens. The more monster battles you have, the better a Godzilla movie tends to be. That's not always the case, but usually. Now, this we've seen this before, the explosion where they're doing the flashback back to the 1950s. Again, this is probably an edit cut here. Bryan Cranston is not watching a nuclear bomb go off, and it's not knocking those soldiers back. Those are different shots that have just been cleverly edited together, because we know that's from a flashback of Bikini Atoll. Okay, we move on. Here's stuff we've seen again. Oh, and then Ken Watanabe says, let them fight.
Let them fight.
And that is right there absolutely rad. Now, we know this is happening in the United States because...
Hey, there's an American flag right there to establish that.
So this is probably San Francisco from the look of it. And here comes a monster down in... Now, is that an edit cut
That
or
looks
not?
like an edit cut. That was not... I don't remember that being there before.
Okay, and that makes me wonder. Maybe he's in Chinatown. Maybe that's in Japan. We don't know which. And that's the shot I was talking about earlier. So, looking at this, what's the one thing you're really hoping to see happen in this movie, Megan, that you haven't seen already?
Can I be honest? I'm hoping for a little bit of an Easter egg. Does anyone remember when Godzilla faced King Ghidorah, or as I keep calling him, Monster Zero, and he defeats the monster and he does this crazy victory dance where he jumps up and down like 4 or 5 times? I would love to see that in this movie. I know nobody else wants to see that because it would ruin the seriousness of the movie, but I would love to see that. What about you, Jared?
Oh, maybe they could add it as a cut after the credits. Yeah, at this point, I'm seeing what I want to see, Megan. To be honest, it looks like they've done it right. I mean, trailers are always suspect. The Phantom Menace was a great trailer and a terrible movie, but what I'm seeing here makes me believe this film's been treated with the gravity that the material deserves.
And we've got 2 powerful actors. We've got Ken Watanabe and
Bryan Cranston.
Exactly. So everything looks good to go. I'm super excited. I hope that you guys listening at home are excited. Let us know what you think of the trailer in the comments below.
And for everything else, Godzilla, keep it locked to IGN.